Greetings, everyone. Happy Monday. How are y'all doing today? Monday is the day. First of all, welcome. I am the Moon Mama, and this is our Master Nodal class. I feel like I've been, just because of the retrogrades and full moons and all of that, my energy has been subtly just sort of all over the place. So I'm doing my best to come back to the conversation about the actual cycles that we're in, because we have been in several cycles simultaneously. Like a retrograde is a cycle. So Mercury retrograde is a cycle in itself. Saturn is a cycle. Saturn retrograde is a cycle in itself. All of these are actually cyclical, and I've been having conversations about all of them. And yeah, I'm sorry. That's all I could do. I mean, I'm not really apologizing, but I'm just letting you know, if you've been really tracking with me, there are many conversations going on at once. Like, I'm in several timelines. So today the moon is in Pisces, which is where the North Node is. And the moon just conjuncted the North Node, which means it was at the same degree. So I think the North Node is like at the 19th degree, and the moon was just there a few hours ago. So we are launching into our vision, our new reality. Now, here's the thing you got to understand. Pisces rules your subconscious. It's that internal, barely perceivable energy that is the most powerful energy there is. It's the seeding energy. And the North Node is there, which means that this seeding energy is very powerful and has been for the last 9 or 10 months, will be there for another 5 months. So what's happening is it's almost like we are being shown, your life is showing you what's going on inside of you. Your life experiences with your relationships, with all, is showing you where you are with yourself. And so, because Pisces is the subconscious, Pisces is also where endings come. Pisces is also the spiritual world. So we are simultaneously ending old patterns, old beliefs, old ways of being that were anchored in our ancestry. We're simultaneously ending the old ones and beginning anew. The sun is in Leo, and so what we are ending and beginning right now, because the sun is in Leo and Mercury just went direct last night at 12:32 on a moon hour with the moon in Pisces. So what's happening is your subconscious world is coming into existence. It's literally like that moment when you're having a baby, when the labor pains start, and then that, for those of us who have babies, we understand the labor pains start, and they're like, you're 6 centimeters dilated, and we in now. We in. The baby is coming, ain't nothing you can do about it. And so that's kind of the place that we're in creation right now. This place of birthing what we have been cultivating for the last 10 months or so. Now the question is, have you been intentional about your creations? Have you been intentional about how you're using your mind, your relationship to your emotions, the choices you make, how you perceive reality? Are you intentional about that? Because if you don't have an intention, what's going to come, this baby that's being born, will be a product of your inner world. So whatever is coming is a product of your inner experience. Yeah, and there's really not much else to say about that, other than, like I said, have you been cultivating what you want? Have you been intentional about where you're putting your energy and all of that? We had an Aquarius full moon the day before yesterday, and that energy is about community and friends and really coming together in sort of celebration of what is being generated. It's the beginning of like a harvest energy that's starting to show up. So whatever you've been focused on, wherever you've been putting your attention, is going to start manifesting. Now, the thing about the creative process, you all, we're here to all build our own realities. And that means sharing reality with some people as well, because we coexist in many ways. But the old reality that we've been in, that was called the United States of America, under these laws in which we participate, or the United States of America under these laws with which we participate. What else? Just we vote, we go to doctors, we send our kids to school. Like, all these things seem so normal to us, but these are all cultural agreements. So those cultural agreements are starting to fail, and new ones will be birthed, but they will be birthed through the people who are holding the mantle for the new world, for the new ways of being, for the new ways that human will begin to exist in this plane. The universe is going to fund those who are out on the ledge for the new world. Those who, it's one of the things that I try to remind myself of often is when I'm opening up to a new experience, I will begin to deliberately, intentionally, and subtly close down all of my old things that I don't want my energy to go to. So it's like I'm in this energetic flow. Just imagine a river, and it cuts off in 3 ways, and then that river branches this way, it branches this way, and that way, and that way. So when I'm really wanting to make my energy more potent, I will put a dam in 2 of those rivers and say, I only want the energy to go this way. And that's what I do with my energy. So it's like, if my energy is going to relationships that are taking away energy that I need, I will dial those relationships back. Behaviors that is not what I want to cultivate, I will dial those behaviors back. I will start to witness those behaviors and make choices that give those less energy. I will begin to starve aspects of my own way of being in order to fuel the new ways of being. It's a very intentional, focused, direct way of being a conscious creator. And what I'm saying is that with the sun in Leo and the moon in Pisces, we're being asked, what are you going to dam up? What are you going to, or what was dammed? What was cut off so that you could survive? What did you give up in your family so that you could belong, right? What did you, what was necessary in your life that you abandoned because it didn't serve the environment you were in? Well, now you want to redirect the energy from those survival behaviors into what had to be cut off so that you can actually become your most authentic self. That's what we're up to. Oh, that was really good. Thank you, Spirit. I was trying to figure out how to talk about that. So that's what we're up to, and that's what we're up to. And I don't really know that I have anything else more to say about that. Oh, we are, now that the Aquarius full moon has occurred, we are about to enter into Virgo season Virgo season will come in about 9 days, or 10 or 11 days. And so if you want to do the work of Virgo season, because it's going to be eclipse season as well, you can go to my website, Heal with Moon Mama, and thank you, Path of the Empath. You can go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, and pick up the Virgo season workbook. And I would love for you to do it, and I appreciate it, because this is the eclipse season that's coming. And eclipse season this month, this cycle, is going to be very pivotal. And the more you can track with it, the more you will utilize the energy to catapult yourself forward when we have that full moon in Pisces in a month. So the energy right now is it's a very sort of delicate energy. Just imagine, planting seeds, and then the sprouts just barely start to come up. That's where we are. The sprouts are barely, and will you continue to water it and nurture it so that it can grow into what it's meant to grow to? The retrograde energy was saying, look at the ways that you have given your voice away. Look at the ways that you have abandoned your creative power. Look at the things you did to fit into the family system, to survive. And now we're going to pull all that energy back, reorganize it, And then when the sun goes into Virgo, we're going to begin to place these energies where they are meant to be. But you have to do the work. It's not going to just happen magically. Where are they meant to be? And then we're going to have a new moon in Virgo. We're going to have a full moon in Pisces. And then we're going to have another new moon in Virgo. And that is going to be the solidifying, that new moon, that Pisces eclipse, and then that new moon eclipse in Virgo. Those are going to solidify the foundation of what you have been up to. And then the next month, we're going to go into Libra season. And Libra season is the 3D reality. It is the world of appearance. And what you have worked out in the Virgo season, which is your inner world, what cleared out, then in the world of appearance, then that little sprout that's growing will literally then begin to really grow and bloom. But Virgo season is the key. Oh my gosh, you all. Okay, so you can go to my website and pick up that workbook, or you can go to my link tree here in Instagram. I have 2 links for Instagram in the Instagram link. One is just for the workbook, and the other is for people who want to do a coaching session with the workbook. So, like, I think one of them is $77 and the other one is $33. So whatever works for you. Like, I'm here to support however you need it. But the tide is really changing. The energy is really shifting. Mercury is direct, but we have 3 more weeks of shadow. Like, it's so important. It's just important for you guys to understand the creative process. You know, we were conditioned in a world that is all externally based and externally focused. So the only people that really had the key to the internal world were like white men, and they understand that there's a process of creation, and they've created it such that most people don't understand that. And so we just have this idea that things are going to happen right away, rapidly, and that's not how it works. And what I'm giving you are the tools, the actual codes to the actual creative process that's happening in the cosmos. And if you follow it, it will lead you to the greater aspects of yourself, because it's all internal. That's the thing. So if you guys have any questions about anything, send me a message. And just for last night, we had our first inaugural event. It was amazing. It was so amazing. Oh, I feel so honored and so blessed. And I just want to thank everybody who came and thank everybody who supported. And it was powerful. It was so powerful. It was so powerful. I have been cultivating this reality. Like, we're all here to build a reality. We're all here to build a reality. America is a reality. Beyonce is a reality. The government is a reality. Jesus Christ is it's all a reality. We all get to build a reality out of your own connection to the divine. And I have been cultivating and building this one for a number of years. I know you were, V. I know you were. I have been, and thank you for that. I have been cultivating this one for a number of years. And yesterday the baby came out, and it was remarkable. I literally was like, wow. I have been doing this work, and the reality that I'm creating is one where women know their power, specifically Black women. They understand the rhythm and the cycles of their own magic and power, and they live in it daily. And we had our first experience yesterday. It was powerful. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I love y'all so very much. Until next time, go to my website, healwithmoonmama.com, and get the Virgo workbook. Bye-bye.